your hometown. This is your hometown. This is your hometown. This is your hometown.
Go eat lunch.
That's all good. That's all good. Okay. I don't want to get in the way of your photograph, but I am.
Listen to the radio. Oh, listen to the radio.
Here's the forecast from the National Weather Service. Snow for the rest of today, but little or no accumulation, a high in the mid-30s. Tonight's snow, a low of 30 degrees, less than a half-inch accumulation possible. Tomorrow, cloudy, chance of rain and snow before 3 p.m., then a chance of rain, possibly back to snow. The high in the mid-30s, Friday partly sunny, a low, or a high I should say, in the 40s. We have a temperature right now of 36 degrees in Hartford, 35 degrees in Meriden, and 35 degrees at our location in Woodbury at 3:06. Next news at 3:30.
Taxman's ready to go, Dan.
All right.
Wow, I'm absolutely astounded.
Today in the Woodbury Town Hall Annex, and we have a cast of thousands working to get us on the air today as we broadcast as a prelude to the Connecticut Deserves Better Government Candidates Forum tonight at the Community Center in Woodbury. But we are at the Town Hall Annex for our broadcast this afternoon. We have a number of guests. We will take your phone calls. It will be a busy and exciting afternoon. But, ladies and gentlemen, we always begin our program with the state's anthem.
There's one for you, 19 for me.
Ah, yes, the tax man cometh. And we are here. We will also take your phone calls today at 1-888-574-2723. Chris Ryan is back at the studios, and so we will take your calls during various open phone segments. But we begin by saying hello to the first selectman of Woodbury, Jerry Stomsky. Mr. Selectman, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dan. Thank you for coming here. We're very happy to have you here. It's a great day here in Woodbury.
Thank you for having us. And come to find out, I had your uncle as a laboratory teacher in middle school just a couple of years ago. Tell us a bit about Woodbury. Give us some background. It's a great town. I've come here on numerous occasions.
Yeah, great. We are the capital here of our conservatism. We're honored to have the origination of the
What
dump
do you hear
dock.
from your constituents, the people from Woodbury? What's the word on the street about things in general?
Well, there's no doubt that there's a great need out there. We hear the people. There's a lot of suffering. There's a lot of people out of work. There's a lot of people without insurance. You can say that the unemployment is down, but because you run out of benefits, that doesn't necessarily mean the unemployment is down. There's a real need out there, and I think we need some real serious changes. We saw this right in our own elections here this year. There's some real grassroots taking hold in our country, and we think it's a great thing. I think we're on a real move here in our country.
Do you notice that people are as engaged, if not more engaged, than ever before in the process?
What I found while I was on the campaign trail, I was a little worried that I was going to hear despair and desperation, but what I was hearing from people there is actually hope and optimism.
Great center with antique shops and restaurants. Sell Woodbury to our audience.
Well, Woodbury's a great town. It's historic. It's got, as you mentioned, the great antiques. We've got great retail. We have a wonderful historic base with the houses and things. What we want to bring back to Woodbury is our story. We've somewhat lost our story, and we're going to make a real big effort to bring the story of Wood back. You can come and see Woodbury. It's a wonderful place to visit.
All right. First Selectman, we thank you very much for welcoming us here today, and we'll see you down the road.
Great, Dan. Thank you very much for coming, and we look forward to tonight.
You're welcome. The First Selectman of Woodbury, Jerry Stomsky. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the story making news today. The ribbons, the yellow ribbons, 5 of them, back on the green in Litchfield, and we are so honored to have with us in person the gentleman who, along with his wife, were in the vanguard of this movement, and that's Val Karen. Val, good afternoon and congratulations.
Afternoon, Dan, and thank you very much.
It's a great story. Take us through last night's meeting of the Board of Warden and Burgesses.
Last night we had probably the best meeting we've had. Everybody spoke very openly. It was a civil meeting. Everybody agreed at the end that the right thing to do was to put up the 5 ribbons. They're large ribbon, and we'll have 4 more on the Memorial Green. And
it goes to demonstrate that when people work hard for a cause, that democracy does prevail, doesn't it?
It's exactly right. It was such a great feeling to finally have everybody together on this thing.
And you and your wife and those who supported the yellow ribbons on the green in Litchfield, the 5 yellow ribbons, never gave up, even when it appeared as if the cause might have been lost. Talk about what continued to drive you.
Our military. Our support for the military. That's what it's all about.
And your son, of course, is in the military, and so is your daughter-in-law, right?
And so that's what it was. And so many kids that we know, John Thomas, and I can't name them all, but we did it for them. And all the kids. I get kind of emotional.
Oh, I can understand. We're all emotional. We have yellow ribbons we're giving out to those who come here today and also at the candidates forum tonight, because it's a salute to our troops. And what I didn't realize, Val, until I drove on the south side of Litchfield, was how many people, how many residences had taken the yellow ribbons and wrapped them around their trees. What a sight.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's a beautiful color.
It is a great color. And I might add, on the drive over to Woodbury, what I did today was noticed that in the center of Morris on the town green, there are 6 yellow ribbons, so we took video of that we're going to post. And I've already posted on Facebook video of a sign in the center of Bethlehem supporting our troops. You see signs here in Woodbury. They're everywhere.
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
Absolutely.
And we're thrilled that it's behind us now. And everybody got together and made it happen. You know, the Warden and Burgesses, everybody worked together, and we got it done. We're thankful. We thank them for, they took a lot of heat, and we're just glad that it's behind us. And a few days we'll have the ribbons back up. And
yeah, explain that, because as I drove through today, I noticed 2 ribbons on the green. Explain the process for our audience.
Well, what's going to happen now is the large ribbon with the bow is going to come down off the large tree there. The large ribbon that's up is going to stay, and then we're going to be putting 4 more smaller ribbons like we had up. We'll be going up. We'll be working in conjunction with the borough, and we'll get it done.